Alright. So I think we want to, should we do it? We could do a filter on it. I'm trying to think like, yeah, if we made them both insert and extract, and on the extract we just have a filter with iron ore, I think maybe we can try it, right? Any of these new? We'll just do a basic one for now. Let's see what happens. Are you ready? I'm just curious, like, I just want to see what happens in this situation. So we do have to extract it. If I just do extract always active. Yeah, it's looping, okay. I think you need a lot of filters, don't you? This is always like a little bit confusing, like which one you need to put on the why's constant 10 there? I've got a few decent ones. Anyway. I'm not even sure this is possible. It should be though, right? Yeah, it is. Can you do it like in a smaller space though? Probably not. I just want to see this guy. It's crazy how you can automate this though. Interesting error message there. So very simple to automate this thing. The other thing I wanted to check, because some of these things I know have worked in the past, and I don't know, I haven't played it for long enough to know if it still works. So the next thing to check is we've got our drain. Normally you can, in the past you'd be able to just export directly out of the thing without a need of a faucet. A faucet is basically just a waste of time. So let's see if that still works. So for instance, if we wanted to go in directly into ingot casts, this, I'm still thinking about I'm not thinking quite yet about this guy. That I need a bit more, to do a bit more research on, but to be honest, if I'm just making the Tinker's construct spotlight video, I'm not going to need to worry about that. I need to put chisel in as well, because chisel adds some interesting stuff with the chisel. I have a feeling maybe that the this thing might be able to be put on the chisel from chisel due to the interaction between Tinker's complement and chisel, but I haven't checked that yet, but I will check it. And then can't we just do this? We'll just use a really super duper one, just for no reason. What have we got in here? So we've got a load of this. And we'll just deposit it in a chest. For now. Actually, will that go through? Or was it going too fast? That's a good question. Let's activate it and see what happens. Do you have to... Oh, sorry, I'm doing ingot cast. I just want to see... It will just carry on, right? Since when do you not output there? You output to the block underneath, surely. I could have sworn that would output. I could have sworn I had auto output on it. Not to worry, I suppose. I need to check that one though, because I feel like it does. I've just done something wrong there. No. Do I really need to do it like that? You know what though, I for some reason I thought like... I guess it's reasonably fast. I need of a faucet. A faucet. Why is the other one saying live? No, I want to delete you, dude. Oh hey Cyber Ninja, how you doing? I'm not sure you paused. You there, Cyber Ninja? Or did I can't remember, I might have just missed you. Sorry if I did. Anyway, I think everything's going alright with the stream. So yeah, I really thought that the casting table would output underneath, but I don't think it does. Not really. Which series do you mean? I can't remember which one were you here for? You've got to realise I do quite a lot of content, and it's sometimes difficult to remember which people were at which live stream. What was I doing in it? Okay. But yeah, so this is the way. This is just an extension of doing a bit more stuff with Tinker's Construct. I've got a few other mods. This is like I'm preparing for my spotlight. Let me check if I remember how to use the building guide. I don't know if you've seen the building guide. Building guide is really cool. I'll show you this thing. I've actually got quite a lot of cool stuff to show if you're interested in seeing it. But it is going to be mainly Tinker's. But problem is I've kind of forgotten how to use this as well. So that's not great. Dome. Octagon. Let's just do a sphere. I think we can change the size like this. I'm trying to remember how you actually build the thing. It looks like you've actually left though, so maybe I won't bother too much with that. We'll get on with what I was actually doing. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess today with this stream, and even yesterday was a mess. I accidentally pressed streaming, and I ended up getting 30 views. Like 30 seconds of Raymond. Oh well. Oh well. So we look at our stencil stuff. What did I do with the picture? I had it open. All right. So let's. I need to prepare some stuff. I know what the best Tinker's gear is. What I'm doing at the moment, Cyber, is I'm looking. I'm preparing my Tinker's Construct mod spotlight. So, for instance, these things. This is something which was added to Tinker's. It isn't that well known. And what I'm doing is when I was out on my walk today, I was considering how I'm going to do it. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have wood, and then we're going to go through like if you look at what's in the tool station, Tinker's Construct has basically got two halves to it, right? In the tool station, these are the items we can make at the beginning, right? So we need to think like how are we going to do that? So yeah, just trying to think what material that. For the basic pickaxe, what we probably want to do is we probably want a simple tool rod, right? A wooden tool rod. Then for the binding, we're going to want a paper binding probably. And the reason you get this is because it gives you an extra stat, right? So let's try putting that in, and then I'm looking at a picture. We're going to assume we're quite early on, right? So let's have a look. So this would give us. So you notice we've got 4 modifiers here. Durability 128. Now normally you wouldn't use this binding, right? But say you used a binding. This is what I'm going to be doing, by the way, for most of this video. So I don't know. Not everyone will like this content, but some people will like this. So you see we've got 4 modifiers. If we use the flint binding, which normally you would use, we only have 3. So you can see it's actually worth it though, right? The only thing I wonder about is paper pickaxe head. How many do you get if you do it like... Yeah, flint binding is good. Yeah, normally you would want this, right? Durability 40, durability 15. But it's all about the modifiers, you see. Because when you have modifiers, what it means is that you can make everything much better and faster. So that's why you do it. And this is the problem, right? Like there are certain tools that you might want to make. Like normally, for instance, you would make a flint pickaxe because it's I don't know, you know. That's pretty good. It's got 4 modifiers. So what it means, right, is then we can then put on stuff. So, for instance, we could put on lapis. You can see we get luck 1, and then we've got 3 modifiers left. Basically, it'll get fortune on, right? So if we put all this on, no, it doesn't. You could really put a lot on it, right? Luck 2. Need a lot of lapis for it though. So maximum level's already reached. But you see then we've still got 3 modifiers left. So for instance we could put on then... I think we can put these on this. Let's have a look. So we can put height. Increases the height affected by your tool, right? And you see we're losing a modifier when we do that, right? So that's why we made the... Well, you see what I was thinking is maybe I could just make the whole thing out of paper. But you see, I think there's a reason why you don't do that, because otherwise the durability will be so rubbish. So you look at this, the durability is now only 8 of 8. And I've got 5 modifiers, right? We got 4 with that. Yeah, I'm wondering why that was actually... Yeah, that is weird. I only got 5. Because there should be 6, shouldn't there? There should be 6. Yeah, so that gets you 5. Let's just try this one more time, just because I'm a little bit confused. Paper tool rod. So this one, we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll have the stone pickaxe head, right? So yeah, you only get 4 with that. Somehow though I managed to get 4 with this though. And that was wooden. So interestingly, even if I used a wooden tool rod here, see, I still get 4. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Because normally you would think that this gives you an extra one, but it doesn't. So there's actually no benefit to using... You see, my durability is 128, and I got 4 modifiers. If I used a paper, I would expect to get 5, right? 5 modifiers. But you don't. See, it's still only 4, but my durability's just gone down. So that's why you do it like that. Because the most you can get is 4, except if you make the whole tool, I would need to swap out both these parts like this, and then I'd get 5. But the durability would be so low that it wouldn't even be worth using. So that's why we do it like this. Okay. I don't know if you understood what I was trying to say there, or even I understood it really, but right. So this is the pickaxe we're working with, right? Where is the one? No, sorry, this one. Okay, so we've got writable luck. We want a height expander. And then we've got the width expander as well. Now I don't believe you can put more than one of those. What's the thing called? That's right. That's what I mean, Cyber Ninja. That's why you have to do it like this. So this is like a super... You would never really make like a pickaxe this good. Normally. But it's just trying to do that. And you can only apply that once, right? So then, but you see, because we've still got one left, because we use that paper on the binding, what we then can do is get loads of redstone. We can even use redstone blocks because they'll be quicker. And you see now, we're going to get haste on it as well. That's not doing anything. Oh yeah. There is a rule though in the tool station. And that rule is a bit stupid, but it's been like this for a while. Is if you're on like 45 out of 50 like that, you can see 45 out of 50, you have to go like this. See, and you see the mining speeds going up, right? And can we then carry on? Oh yeah, so the mining speed on the pickaxe, it only lets you get to level 1. So it's kind of funny, like, I managed to get to Fortune 3. So to give you some idea of what that is actually going to be like now. If we, let's just check, I want to be facing positive and positive. So that's positive, wait, positive and positive. Okay, so it's this sort of quadrant. One sec. So say we, I think it's this way. So we fill an area, a small area, we're not going to go overboard with this. Fill, sorry. Say like a 5x5 area. 5x5 area. With diamond blocks, right? Okay. Because you had multiple stacks of redstone blocks. Well, no, I only managed to get one stack. You see, that's why I've only got haste and not haste 2. Because I only used up a modifier. So now if we look at this, right, you can see that because I put the height and the width modifier. So let's have a look now. Like what we're going to do actually, just going to throw the pickaxe on the ground. And then I'm just going to, I haven't really got much on here that I need at the moment. No, it'll be fine. I hope I didn't accidentally get rid of it. Right. So here's our pickaxe, right? It's got all this stuff on it. So let's see how many we get. So the 5x5x5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually 6 high, so it's 6x6x6. It's 36. So there's 216 diamonds here, right? So let's see how much we get from it. Oh, we can't get it because we don't have the pickaxe level. Oops. That was a bit of a mistake. Let's do iron. Sorry. I kind of forgot about that. Well, we won't get fortune. You know what I might do is just upgrade the pickaxe. Just to see what we're going to get out of it. Because otherwise it's a bit of a waste of an example. So we'll just take a... we'll just put an iron pickaxe head on, right? May as well. Just because I'm curious to see what happens. Alright, so now we can mine the diamond, right? I was just thinking, did anything else change? The attack... Yeah. And just to tell you, see this the cheapskate, stones bound your tool has less durability. Once you take it away, iron has got magnetic. That's what happens. So the pickaxe head, it changes. So that's why that happens like that. But anyway, I just want it, but this is the same pickaxe, but we just put iron on it just to make it a bit better, right? And also because obviously I want to actually test this. So we've got 216 diamond blocks here, right? And you see we've got 2 by 2. So let's see how many diamonds we get from 216. It's going to be quite a lot, to be honest. But yeah, this is just only the first. There's so many things I need to check in this, to be honest. But I think getting diamonds is always fun, anyway. Because it's not bad in terms of like the haste is quite good. It's quite fast for an iron pickaxe. It almost feels like a diamond pickaxe. And because I made the area bigger. Okay, so that's a lot of diamonds, right? So from 216 diamond ore, let's see how many we got. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 stacks. So that's about 512, right? Yeah. So it's about 500 diamonds from 216. We did use it up there, the pickaxe a lot, because the durability is still not that good. All right. So that's one test, right? So what else can we do? We could get a shovel. Let me think about what we might want to look at here. I mean, normally this is what you would do, right? The bow is also interesting to do. We can look at the book, I suppose. Hopefully oh yeah, it looks alright. So these are all the weapons that you can get, but we can't get them all in this I don't know how useful this is really. Let's think. For me, the interesting thing is because you see, if we wanted to get another one, what we'd need to do. Okay, so we want to repair this. What you need to do to repair is you need to get this. You get the iron sharpening kit. And the main reason for the sharpening kit is that you can just repair it like this. So you don't have to carry around with you the tool station. Now, we can also do the embossment thing. So that is a slime. I just want to check that is what it still counts as. Emboss. Is it here? Yeah. So we need, for embossment, we need to have 3 slime crystals. 3 slime crystals, a gold, and the tool. Let me just check that. Should be right. I've done this in Construct's Armory. Right. So I just want to check. If I put in, for instance, an obsidian pickaxe head, I think it should just... Let me just check this. If I put this in there, right? No? Yeah, it does work, so embossment of obsidian. Doesn't actually change the mining level there. I kind of thought it might do that. No, you don't really do it for that, do you? Yeah, now I remember. Things like that don't actually work. Let me try something like this. And that didn't work the same as this, did it? Oh no, it does. Why is the mining level not... It's not telling me the mining level of this. I have to see it. Still doesn't have mining level of yeah, I don't think embossment can be reversed. Some of its traits. Because you notice that I think maybe mining level on a pickaxe, there's certain traits which are restricted. So mining level won't be allowed, I believe is how it works. But what it's done to it, I don't know. Not much, to be honest. Durability still looks the same. Attack is the same. Mining speed is the same, right? I think the general consensus is that let's go maybe, what should we go for now? Let's try an excavator. I want to try an excavator. Just want to check, there's nothing for these guys? Oh, there is. What are the traits for Ender IO? I don't think I remember this. It must be quite new, that. Doesn't add any modifiers, right? This is still pretty much the same. It's actually more substantial, this, than I remember it being. Ah. Bowstring. That's kind of interesting. A lot for the bow. A lot more for the bow than I remember. So we can do steel and stuff. See, I don't know if I want to include all these, but I do feel like Ender IO and of course just the regular stuff is maybe kind of useful to add. Same with the armor. A lot of it is similar to armor. Let's go for an excavator. So the one I can see here, this guy. So I think in general you want modifiers 4, right? And just to clarify this, I wonder if we see the same kind of thing or not. This is going to be interesting for me. Same. Yep. And we can actually put that one in. So that's the one that takes it away. So we can even do up to there. Alright, it's just to do with the head of the thing. Because that's the one that really changes everything, right? From 87. That's, I mean, that's really, it gives you a really sharp difference there, doesn't it? Using sponge or using paper. That is crazy, right? What was the disadvantage using? The problem is that durability is so low. In a sense, you have to use the durability to... Like, how are we going to extend that durability though? I mean, I know the problem is I'm using an old version. So what if we put reinforced on this? Because the point with this, right, is it's going to be really nice and speedy, right? Seems good, right? Not you. Which one is it? Is it reinforced or... I always get these confused. That's right. If we want to... Yeah, we can't... We have to use fortified. We can't use... Oh, interesting. Yeah, you have to use... I got it. What do we get the excavators for? I wish it could work this bit out. I've never understood why it hasn't been able to do that. Did I put... no? Just want to check. 5 is the most we can go with this, right? So it's unbreakable. Look at the speed there. But I think you can still get writable too, right? Because we established... You see, what I was doing before, which was interesting, is that still gives you writable too. Is there not a way to get it? Yeah, because you have to use the whole lot. So mining speed of 1.75. My speed is 0.14. So that's really what you would do, right? You put those two in. Okay. Other two paper. And then you. One, two. So that does work, and it is unbreakable. Okay. So now, I'm trying to think like what is a speed? We then look at embossment. So what if we then got a cobalt excavator head? and then emboss that on. That's what I'm thinking, right? So 1, 2, 3, you. Where is it? It's this guy, right? Doesn't work. Oh wait a minute, it should work. It should work, right? It doesn't do anything though, does it? And what is the error message you get when you try to... I mean, don't get me wrong, right? This actually still works, right? It's not that fast. But this is Unbreakable, right? So it's still a usable tool, I would suggest. But I'm just wondering, is there nothing we can do to... Because the embossment, from what I can tell, it will not improve the main their head, right? For instance, if I let me just try with this. So I can increase the attack. But yeah, but mining speed is directly... And I guess that I'd probably have the same problem. This probably wouldn't. It's a tough one. I'm just curious to see like what different things work. See, the only thing that is able to be changed, I think, is this. This will not do anything. And then the only other thing is the large plate. No, well, the large plate already was. The only thing I'm thinking about is there a tool rod that maybe would be able to increase that mining speed? Probably not. I think this is a massive misunderstanding of the game. Wait a minute. That'd be the thing to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be the thing to do. I think it's just overwritten it to not work like that. Because it should work like that. Because what else does this do? That is what lightweight does. It just doesn't. It just... Oh, there is a bonus speed of 10%. So maybe that's the best we can get from that. I think that's probably the best we're going to get. It's not bad. Could be a lot worse than that. It comes to the point though that it's like... Could the excavator always do this? Wait, how am I I never realised it could do this. Let's check the other thing. Can't create pathway and does okay. Yeah, I mean if you look at a proper cobalt excavator, right? There's no difference in that. Can you actually do this with this guy? There's not much in it, to be honest. I mean, I think that is about as good as we're going to get in that respect. Okay. I think we're going to leave it there anyway. It's been a bit slow. Thanks for watching.